come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. From TD Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They know it's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA Championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Kyrie with the rock. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good. Three-point play, and that puts them up 6-0. To Horford. LeBron James. Huge block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. From the outside, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Irving into the front court, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Lakers ball. Ball to James. For 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Marcus Morris. Count the bucket for 2.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
LeBron with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. To Ball. He's looking for that touch.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's LeBron. LeBron James. 3 for 4. Good start. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Irving with the basketball. 10-4 is the score. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
LeBron James with the rock. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Whoops, that won't go. Kyrie across the timeline. Down 8. No, I missed a short one there.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Kyle Kuzma. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
James fires the three. No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face. He drills it.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Horford. And stuffs it home. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Ed, body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Missed the foul shot. Here's Irving into the front court. Down a dozen. And stuffs it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
James into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Trying to cash in. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Lakers at the controls right now. LeBron James wants it. Doesn't get the bounce. Count it.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. LeBron into the front court. Leads 4. Gets it in the right corner. To James. Stevenson. James. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's James controlling the offense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Marcus Morris at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Oh, he can't connect. To Stevenson. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
LeBron into the front court. Down 2. Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend. Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense. Nice pass to set things up.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James to Josh Hart. LeBron James now shooting 45%.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Kyrie, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Across the timeline comes James. Right now, down 7. To Caldwell Pope. And counted at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. And scores. Strong take.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
LeBron with it up top. They trail by 7. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Rozier into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He gets it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Shot from in close, no good. Rozier with it. Up by 6. Count the basket inside.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Baines powers it through.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Josh Hart. James. Rondo. Rajon Rondo. He's going to get 3 shots here. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Missed opportunity. 0 for 3 at the line. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Stuffs it down with authority.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
James. The ball's controlled by Boston. Oh, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Irving into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Horford to Jaylen Brown. There it is, Al Horford. Looking good, 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time 3, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Irving brings the ball up court to Hayward. JaVale McGee with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Called in by James. To Ball. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting.
James into the front court. Margins 8. Lonzo Ball can't get the bounce. Irving rises for the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Celtics have it. Spinning shot won't fall. To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell-Pope. It's Boston with the rebound. Irving with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Lonzo with it. Down 11. To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
JaVale McGee trying to cash in on a three-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Celtics have it. To Horford. To Jaylen Brown. Deep two there, won't go. LeBron into the front court, trailing by 10. Flushes it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Short jumper off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Chance here for LeBron. Not going down for him this time. Slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Ball to James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To Ball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
JaVale McGee rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Horford. That's a 24-second violation. Brad Stevens will change up his lineup. To James. Al Horford able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Kyrie with the rock. To Marcus Smart. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Ball to James. Jason Tatum sends it away. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line. LeBron James has got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Kyrie across the timeline. Up 6. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. JaVale McGee with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Irving. Not that time. He missed it. Kuzma to ball. Goes to the right side. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
To Horford. JaVale McGee pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
LeBron into the front court. Down 3. Ball. Lets it fly from long range. That's not his range. It's no good. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Marcus Smart. Tatum. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Ball to James. Fires the 3. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Up by 3. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Irving. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Ball with it up top. They're down 3. To Kyle Kuzma. Ball. And Boston has the rebound. To Irving. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Ball with the basketball. Down 5. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Irving to Marcus Morris. Nice pass to get things going.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
James to Ball. To James. From long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Irving, great feed to Irving for 3, and McGee there for the rebound. Kuzma. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Marcus Morris. Ingram right there for the rebound. Curling inside. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Deep three at the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Celtics are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. The Lakers are still very much in this matchup. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Kyrie Irving and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Boston with the basketball. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. Irving not getting the bounce.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Lonzo Ball. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
And stuffs it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys now trailing by a point. Lonzo Ball. Al Horford snares the rebound. And a throwdown.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Los Angeles has the basketball to Kyle Kuzma. Gets it in the left corner. The jumper's off the mark. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Ball into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Goes to the left side. JaVale McGee over to the right side to James. Fires the 3. That no good. Off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Jason Tatum sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Runner's good there.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Ball to James. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Irving brings the ball up court. For three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
LeBron with it up top. His guy's down 11. To Kyle Kuzma. Beyond the arc for three. Buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the balls.
Screen coming to Irving. Brandon Ingram swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Rocking the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Gets to the basket and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Irving. It was right there. To Ball. James. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Kyrie with the rock. To Horford. And finishes strong.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Gets it in the right corner. Kuzma down to Chandler. And he finishes at the rim.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old, simple, bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Marcus Morris. Horford to Marcus Morris. Brandon Ingram tips it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Brandon Ingram. Substitution being made in this one. Almost unlucky bounce. To James. Ball. Kyle Kuzma. Well defended. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Morris. Has a chance. Brown shot off iron. No good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To James. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound to Rozier. Brown with it up top. Leads 4. The drive. Right.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. In the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Celtics have it. To Marcus Morris. And a nice finish at the rim. To James. Ball. To James. Ball. Oh, Lonzo Ball. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lonzo with it. His guys trail now by 4. Down the lane to lay it in.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
To Rozier. Morris's shot won't go down. To Kyle Kuzma. James. Lonzo Ball. Not going down here. The follow won't go either. To Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Shot by Lonzo there. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LBJ. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Deep left corner. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Rondo into the front court. Trailing by 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into front court comes Rondo. The deficit is 6. Layup goes down. Well done.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Celtics have it. And scores.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. To Josh Hart. Caldwell Pope. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Caldwell Pope. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket. They'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters complete with the Celtics in front. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Boston with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rozier. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Caldwell Pope. Not that time. To Jaylen Brown. Runner here. Won't go. Has a look. Rebound taken by Baines. Brown into the front court. Up by 3. Driving right to the basket. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Caldwell Pope. Throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys now down by a point. Rozier rocking the rim.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Lays it up and in.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Great pass to set it up. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
LeBron into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Whoa, what a finish. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Horford. count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Nothing going here on that drive. Easy path to the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Celtics have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When Kyrie Irving went out, we saw Terry Rozier become that guy for the Celtics, hence even getting the name Scary Terry. No doubt about it, he may be a starter eventually, and that may be a conundrum for the Celtics.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Passed it off and finishes strong.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Rozier into the front court. Leads just a point. And the Lakers clear. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Celtics have it. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. And he buries it.
Why are you even guarding a bad shooter that close in the first place? This is psychological warfare. Leave him open. Make him think about it before he shoots it.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Not that time. Fires the three, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Tyson Chandler, huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Stevenson to Josh Hart. Marcus Morris snatching it out of the air.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
To Marcus Smart. Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Los Angeles, they have it. Probing the defense. Back to shoot for Los Angeles from long range. That out of his range and no good. Irving into the front court. Down by 1. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Stevenson. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Marcus Morris. Trying to cash in. Tatum's shot no good. To Josh Hart. Boston secures the rebound. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Marcus Morris. And strokes it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Stevenson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lance Stevenson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 68%. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Oh, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To Irving. Through 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Just off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. To Stevenson. Fires the 3. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. To Irving. And count the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Jumper's good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lakers ball. To Stevenson. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Timeout Boston. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Horford. That misses with 3 seconds left. Tinseltown is title town again. Los Angeles has won the NBA Finals.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers must be feeling a million different things right now. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1. Player of the game.
The chosen one was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.